Okay team, so this is Tuesday's workout and this stuff is my favourite. This is the good stuff. So we are going on 8x8s. We are going to hit some serious negatives with some really minimal resting. I know you did some of this stuff with Sam last week. I'm a huge fan of it for working out with relatively light load and being able to build some muscle and really feel some muscle fatigue as well. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're just going to get nice and warm. All I want you to do, because we're going to focus on a little bit lower body, 10 reverse lunges each side. So we know that one. We're going to step back, hit that knee to the floor, take the knee to the floor. So 10, 5 on each side. Then we're going to hit 10 Cossack squats, my favourite stretch and movement for warming up for squatting. So those feet go nice and wide apart. We let the foot that we're moving away from turn up as we sit into the squat on one side, 5 on one side, 5 on the other for a total of 10. Then we're going to finish our warm-up round off with 10 pass-throughs. So that's either a PVC pipe, it can be a broom, whatever. I just want those pass-throughs to get going, opening out those shoulders. And actually we're going to finish the round one more movement. I just want 30 high knees on the spot. So just keeping that chest forward, but just drive those knees to high to get that heart rate going, okay? So once we've done our little warm up, just 5 minutes, just to get yourself moving and get warm. The first thing that we're gonna do, and every movement that you are gonna do, is going to be 8 sets of 8 reps. You're gonna do a 3-second negative, so a downward pulsion on every rep, and you're only gonna have 30 seconds rest between sets. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to look at is a stiff leg deadlift, stiff leg RDL, okay? So with whatever weight you've got, this should be between 30 and 40% of your 1 rep max. It shouldn't be super heavy weight. You're going to do a stiff leg RDL. So if I grab a bar here, this equally can be done with a kettlebell or a dumbbell, not a problem. We're going to soften those legs just slightly and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, and squeeze, okay? So I'm going to hit 8 reps. I'm then going to take 30 seconds rest, and then I'm going into my set 2, okay? So that is the first movement. 8 sets of 8 reps, 3-second negative, only a 30-second rest, and please be really strict with that 30 seconds rest, okay? On the RDL. After your RDL, take a couple of minutes, move into then a dumbbell bench press, not a bench press, or a floor press, whichever one you can do, and in whatever format you want to do it. So I'm more than happy for you to use a dumbbell or a barbell. If we use a dumbbell, however, it's going to take us just a little bit longer, okay? Because with that dumbbell, we're going to go single arm and we're going to do 8 on one arm, and then we're going to switch it over and do 8 on the other. So that dumbbell, if we're lying on the floor, we're going to pop that weight into that dumbbell floor press position. We're going to go up, 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, all the way to 8. And then I want 30 seconds rest, but we're going to keep it on the same arm. So if you're doing single arm on the dumbbell, then we're going to go 8 on one arm, 8 on the other arm, okay? 8 by 8, 30 seconds rest in between, 3-second negative. However, if you want to hit bench press on a normal barbell, then it's just going to be 1 set of 8 all the way through, same negative, same resting, okay? Really focus on the 30 seconds rest, be strict with yourself. This shouldn't feel awful for the first 3, 4, 5 sets, but the 6, 7, 8 and 5, 6, 7, 8 should feel tough. Then, that's our first kind of block, okay? Then I want you to have just a little bit more rest before we go into the second block of 8 by 8, which is going to be a Bulgarian split squat and a dumbbell strict press, okay? So, in exactly the same way, we will elevate our rear foot, but if you can't elevate your rear foot, then please don't worry about it, okay? We'll go on to that in a second. But we'll elevate that rear foot, and from there, we're going to go. We can weight it, but again, it doesn't need to be heavy. 1, 2, 3, up, okay? And we're going to go 8 on one side, then 8 on the other, okay? So 8 sets of 8 reps on one side, 8 sets of 8 reps on the other, okay? If you haven't got anything to elevate, then let's just split squat here on the floor, and we wait either in hands, both hands, one hand, however we want to do it. 1, 2, 3, and up, okay? So 8 reps, 8 sets, 30 seconds rest in between sets, 3-second negative on everything, okay? The partner to this little grouping is going to be a dumbbell strict press, okay? So we can do that standing, and again, it can be dumbbell or barbell. If it's dumbbell, we're doing 8, like I said, on one side, 8 sets of 8 reps on one side, then we're switching it over, 8 sets of 8 reps on the other, and we're gonna hold that negative as best we can, okay? Please be mindful that if you're struggling with the 8x8, I want to try and keep the reps the same, but let's speed that negative up a little bit. So if you can't deal with a 3-second negative, press out 1, 2 instead of 3, okay? So that's our second grouping. So our first grouping, 8x8, is going to be our dumbbell RDLs and our bench, and our second grouping is our Bulgarian split squats and our strict press, okay? So those two groupings, okay? So be strict with your rest between those two movements, have a little bit longer rest, and then hit the other grouping after that, okay? We're gonna finish the day off with strength. We just try and max out the muscles a little bit, just on 2 movements, okay? So you're gonna do a one max effort attempt on 2 movements, sorry. The first one is gonna be just a jumping squat, which should feel real tough after our Bulgarian split squats. So as many reps as we can in 1 minute, just set your clock and hit, bang. As many nice dynamic jumping squats as we can do, and then the second thing that we're going to do is as many push-ups as we can do. Remember, scale your push-ups to allow yourself to push up for basically a whole minute. So hit as many reps as we can in that whole minute period. So just some capacity stuff right at the end. But we've got that warm-up. We've got block 1, which is our RDLs, stiff leg RDLs, and our floor press. We've got block 2, which is our Bulgarian split squats and our strict press, and then we've got that finisher at the end. Okay, so that's strength for Tuesday. Enjoy it. If you've got questions, give us a shout.